Okay. Rocking in my chair. Rocking in my chair. Survey says I've loaded in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. You know, because I'm really trying to push the game. Yeah, I'm calling its bluff. Alright, usually we see gray faces down here. And...
How was I supposed to know they had shears? Can you hear yourself at all?
And... you? Nope. You?
Shut up.
You? How about you two? You? No? Okay. What about you, little one? Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, let's go out real quick. That's a good sign. Gray faces, no gray faces indoors. The odds that there'll be gray textures, like there'll be like gray crap. I'm just not. Alright, you see this watch your step sign? If the world was still loading in, that would be gray. It's not gray. Okay. Alright, we are on a mission here in Old Villador, and I thought that I would use this as a perfect opportunity to talk about the latest patch and the good stuff. Now, you are going to catch, out of the corner of your eye, you're going to see some stuff loading in as we go. Very minor stuff. Nothing significant, nothing that really makes you go, bleh, right? That's been the case with this from the start. I should have had this video done earlier, to be honest, but maybe about a day or two ago I could have had this video already done. Unfortunately, I was just really busy, like having fun with other games. Like a lot of fun, okay? That's just the breaks, guys. Alright.
You can barely open a fucking beer, let alone a chest. So back off.
Yeah, see, I've noticed that, like, it feels like there's new dialogue in the game, too. Like, did you hear what he said? You can barely open a bottle of beer, let alone a chest. I mean, I've never heard them talk to each other like that before, so that's great. Okay, so let's get some combat going here. This is, do you see how he just... Oh. I mean, see, they react a lot more... Like, when you hit them, like, they feel it. Like, they freaking feel it now. They don't shrug it off like it's a love tap. They don't shrug it off like it's a love tap no more, guys. Oh, gosh. Woo! Alright, let's see what happens when we throw a decoy over here. I'm only one person here, so... Where'd he go? What's he doing? Did you see him grab his leg? That's fabulous! Oh! Oh, look at that! What's he... A little excited, eh? Alright, come on. You guys gotta check. Come on, you can do it. Do I have anything else? No. We'll stick with this. I feel like they're coming up behind me, are they? Was they? No? No? Alright, Alright. Really? Nothing came over here? I was gonna... Oh! 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 Yes, combat, like, I'm telling you guys, combat just got so much more fun. It was very minor, like, the changes that they made to it. It just refined. Refined is what I would call this. It's... Except for when they stand there like that. Boys. Oh, looky here, we got a... Oh, yeah. Oh. Don't do that to my friend. Yeah, like, that's exciting. And the world does that now. Like, I have literally watched bandits running people out.
No one gets hurt.
Okay, you're starting to... Stop making noise. I'm trying to talk here. Do you want a piece of this too?
Never mind.
That's what I fucking thought. Anyway, so... Okay. Alright, so... I've noticed that. I've noticed, like, people will actually engage with what's going on. You'll see bandits running survivors off. away from groves and stuff like that. You hear people talking more and just different stuff. You know, it's just great. You saw it right there. That is the kind of combat I have been experiencing with every time I load in, and 2 hours later, the combat still looks like that. It still feels that way. It feels really good. It feels polished, a little more refined than it did. It doesn't... There were moments before where combat really felt like a chore in this game, and it really doesn't anymore, and I'm so happy to see that. Very happy. And you saw how just like a random peacekeeper come down, he heard the commotion, and then he runs over to try to, you know, do something, right? Do something peacekeeper-y, you know? And then he started running his mouth, and I had to put him down, right? Because we're talking here, and it's rude to talk over people. But anyway, yes, this patch is so much... It's, if I had to choose between this current patch right here and patch 106, which was a very good patch for this game, I would probably pick this one. I would probably pick this patch right here.
What the hell is that? Who do we have here? You are so fucked now.
Okay.
I've got you, motherfucker.
Batter up. Alright. Yeah, but see, the combat in this game, it gets me excited. Why am I not picking this up? I must have already been through here at some point recently. But anyway, we are on our way to the water tower. To get, so we're gonna run this video as long as it takes us to do this one little mission, okay? While we talk about the game. Alright. But yeah, it is very nice. Now you see off in the distance, you see how, like, you see that line there where the sunlight is catching the outline of this spot here. You'll see like blinking crap like that from time to time. I don't count off for that. It's, again, I'm looking for things that really break the experience. And that's just not one of them, right? So. Alright. Not when, if you have exciting combat like we just had back there. Okay.
Oh, you're always so negative about things, Naira.
Okay.
Because you don't understand me.
Yeah, you don't understand me. Alright, so what else can we say about this game? Again, like I said, the MP, like the world, it's like there's these little subtle differences that I've noticed. Like the way NPCs engage with each other. The fighting, the infighting that you see on the streets sometimes looks a little bit more engaging. It doesn't feel like, oh, here comes the player, let's start fighting, you know, to make it look like we're at each other's throats. It doesn't really look like that anymore. It looks like really, you know, in-your-face fighting. Alright, so let's get up here and get that moonshine. If we can, how did I do this before? Ah, here we go. Uh-huh. Oh, there we are. Yep. No, this is, do we just, let's, no, come on. Oh, come on, Aiden. Climb. Oh, come on, Aiden. I'm embarrassing myself. This is not the way. This is not the way. But yeah, I just want to kind of run this footage out, you know, for a while because I want... I mean, if anything I'm telling you guys about this game, it turns out to not be true, like you see something, then you see it, right? You see it and I eat my words.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm trying to hurry up and get into this. Is it right there? Yeah, it's right there. Oh, this is probably gonna be bad. No. Okay, cool. Alright, is it, Ah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really encountered, like, too many texture issues. Well, you see this lock? Do you see how the lock is kind of shimmering a little bit around the edges? That's kind of common throughout the entire thing. I have done side missions. I haven't seen any side missions break on me, per se. Not really. We had that one moment where I about had a litter of kittens because the game had glitched out on me, and I was like, yeah. Yeah. Alright, he said the year that America was discovered, it would be 1492. Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Alright. Yes? Alright. There's the moonshine. Let's get this back to
The gas strip butterfly. Legendary Killian's moonshine. May it actually improve Jack and Joe's mood.
Alright, so let's fast travel back to the downtown area. And I'm going to fast travel to this fast travel to the downtown area. So we have to do a little bit of running to get to our location. So that way we can kind of see how the world around us is loading in, right? I won't expect it to be anything too atrocious, but again, big reveal time. Okay, once again, everything's loading in fine here. This looks good. Okay, getting a little bit of a load in going on. There have been so many times where I've loaded into the downtown. You see that building right in front of us? It wouldn't be there, guys. It would be like 1 second you would see the building behind it, and then all of a sudden, bam, there's the building. It used to freak me out. Yeah, but this has been very good. Very, very good.
Just let me go.
What are we doing? Just let me go. Just please let me go. I want to cover as many positive things as I can think of before we start talking about the bad stuff. Alright, now you see a little bit of a frame rate drop when we get over there. We're starting to kind of get into a little bit of the bad stuff. I think those frame rate issues have always just kind of been there. And they're ever so slight. It's not really that big of a deal. Not to me. And I would assume not to the average player either. It's not really game breaking. You'll see maybe some screen tearing as we're making our way back to the PK stronghold. You'll see some ever so slight, like the vehicles, maybe you'll see like certain shades changing in front of your eyes. I haven't noticed like any enemies just sort of spawning in front of me. You saw that little glitch right there. I mean, if you wanted to get really nitpicky, maybe it'd be like, well, you know, that just breaks it, that ruins it for me. Well, you know, if it does, it does. It doesn't for me. None of that bothers me, none of it, so. We're just running through the streets. I like to live dangerously, you know. You see that car right there did a little something, something, something. You see, like, way off in the distance, that shimmering along the outer edges of that building there. Nothing serious, right? Nothing serious. Do we have anything? No, we don't.
Hey, I got one.
I wish I had something to throw at him. Got nothing.
I'm out, man.
Yeah, you are. Down and out. I did notice something the other day. There was a moment where I was running across rooftops and it said bandit defeated. That's been a really weird common occurrence with this game from the get-go. Like, I guess there'll be a bandit encounter somewhere. It's like, you defeated the bandit. And there was no bandit. You didn't do anything to a bandit. You were just running across the rooftop. So that's still kind of a thing, but I only saw it like once since I started playing.
Where the hell are you?
Okay. Just kind of give a quick look around, right? Okay, it's open. Now we have to go down this long corridor. All these guys look good. They're not doing anything weird, like standing like 2 feet above the ground. Got to go down this long corridor. Bring Killian's moonshine to Jack and Joe. Alright, see this is a thing. They don't do like there's no gray face anymore, but once in a while you'll like when you come into an area like this, you might see 1 or 2 people like materialize before your eyes like that. I've noticed that with this new patch. Alright boys. You thirsty?
I have the moonshine you asked for.
Finally.
I hope it helps you.
Oh, it will. Thanks.
Just don't get caught drinking it, or they'll flog you.
They can go fly a kite now.
Why's that?
Doesn't matter. Thanks for the help. Take care, Pilgrim.
You too.
Yeah. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, see, I've been playing this someone say about maybe 3 or 4 hours now. Okay, so anytime you're playing a game for a super long time, that's when you really start to see like maybe some issues. That's every game you play. I just wanted to see how bad it was really going to get, because this is another one of those games, the longer you play it, 3, 4, 5 hours, you're gonna start to notice the worst of it, right? And so far, this has been the worst of it. Just everything you've seen in this video here, that is not bad, guys. I would say that this game has improved greatly. It surely has. Now, do I think this is the time for you to play this game on PS4? Yes. Do I think this game is now worth $60? No, I do not. Do I think all of our problems are over? No, I do not. And I'll tell you why. Just like that one video, right? Remember the one video where I came out of the train car, or the subway car, and all of a sudden everything was just gray, right? That save file you saw me load into, 80, 90 hours. All my favorite goodies. A lot of trophies. The Kirk charm. That fancy charm. Yeah, I found it. I found it on my own. A lot of hard work went into that save file. A lot of proud hard work. And I had to start over again. Just to see the game in this state. And that has been a reoccurring story with this game. To the point to where I'm suffering from fatigue with this game. And I know a lot of people left this game and stopped playing it long before they ever felt any fatigue like I'm feeling with this game. But I have restarted this game 3 times because of, I wanted to see the story, like different choices in the story. So those were my doing. And, well, maybe even 4 times I started. The other 4 or 5 times that I've had to start this game over again was because these save files, they don't transition well into the new patches. That's a very common issue I have with this game. So as much I'd like to say I'm having fun with this game right now, right? But for how long is the question? Because maybe, just maybe, the next patch comes out and I have no troubles. Maybe, right? But I'm not going to count on it, because too many times I've had to restart this game over again just to see an improvement with the game overall. And that is a lot. Okay, Techland has this system set up to where you have, what is it? You got to go hunt for a bunch of trophies in order to upgrade stuff, right? They know how much work goes into doing all that hunting, right? Looking for all those infected zombies and all that jazz. They know that. So when you have to start over again, all of that, all of your collecting, all the stuff you collected, all the trophies you collect, it's all gone. You're starting over again, once again. So you can't even like really get comfortable. You know what I mean? Your hard work's for nothing if you have to start over again. So yeah, this game, but in spite of how tired I am of this game, I can tell you honestly that the improvements that I have seen are fantastic. They're really good. Now's the time. If you have stopped playing this game because you just can't stand the bugs, I would say now's the time to give it another chance. Give it a shot. See what happens. Hopefully, if it can behave for you at least as well as it's behaving for me right now, I would call that a win. Not perfect, but definitely a step in the right direction. I noticed one thing that Techland still has not, they've not addressed. There are moments in the game where you come into a situation, it's usually like a main story beat, and you get out your bow, you're trying to take out enemies, and they're immune to any damage that you could cause them with that bow, because the game demands that you go over there and initiate the moment, right? You can't just stand back from afar as an archer and do things your way. I noticed that's still a thing. That's very annoying. It's very immersion breaking when you stand in there with your bow and you're very close range and you're trying to take out some renegade enemies, but the game won't let you because the game wants you to go over there, right? That happened. That one of the places that's a good example of that would be like when you're going to find Roe. Is this gonna let me? Okay, it's not let. Oh, it's empty. Oh, duh. You go to find Roe, and you see those two renegades that are trying to get into that GRE car, and there's a PK dude there, right? And so you try to take them out with a bow, it won't do it. It won't do it because the game wants you to go over there and start melee combat with those guys. So sometimes you don't. Player freedom isn't. Yeah, it's not always there, guys. Okay. Sometimes there are hidden rules in what you can get away with and what you can't get away with in this game. It's kind of like how Rockstar has their way of doing things. Like there'll be certain story moments. Like you could do just about.
You have to save your sister.
There'll be like some moments where, you know, you could do anything you wanted to in a Rockstar game until you're doing a story mission, and then you have to like stand, you know, have to hop around on like 1 foot, patting your head, right? That sort of thing. And you have to do it like in a circle 3 times or else you fail the mission. You know? Techland has similar moments like that in this story here, but it's not that bad, but it's still pretty annoying. So yeah, it's it's like, oh my gosh, you could put like 10 arrows in a guy and he'll just stand there and take it. But the moment you step into like that little area, he's like, aha, I see you. It's like, dude, you were looking right at me until I walked over here. What do you mean you see me? Anyway, so yeah, I mean, the game's still got some immersion breaking crap that goes on. But overall, like, some of my biggest gripes with the game are, they're not a problem right now, right? This patch is very nice. It's a very nice patch. So yes, play the game. Play it, sure. Absolutely. Don't get comfortable with it though. Because if something happens, you gotta start over again because you tried you tried to transfer your save file to a new patch and it doesn't work out, you know.
Sometimes I wake up at night and forget the fall even.
Just play it for the sake of playing it, but don't get it too attached to anything you do or have, right? Anyway, so yeah, yes, the patch is great. Very proud of the work that Techland has achieved here. The game should have been in this shape months ago.
Some say the commander's dead.
And now that they've finally gotten it here, they can continue to improve the game. Because yes, it still needs to be improved. It does. But this is great. This feels like it's gotten back to patch 106 a little bit. So this is good. This is an improvement. All right. So that's what I got to say. Good patch. Good stuff. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from here, guys. Okay. And that's all I got for now. Until next time, good night and good luck, my honeys.